grade 5A. My topic from exhibition is child soldiers. What is a child soldier? A child soldier is a child who is forced to recruit an army and fight in war even though they do not want to. There are about 300,000 child soldiers in the world. All child soldiers are under the age of 18. They were drugged and beaten so that they will follow orders without any complaints. Sometimes they were beaten till death. Why do the child soldiers join the army? The children join the army because sometimes they want to escape arranged marriage that they do not want, or for other reasons. But sometimes the military just come and take them to join the army. How do the army kidnap the children? The army can take the children when they are walking on the streets. They can kill the parents and take the children, or they can just force the parents of the village to give up the children. Mostly the kidnappers go to places with extreme poverty because their children walk on the street a lot. Now my poem. My poem is called Child Soldiers. I am a child soldier. I am alone. I have no friends because they are dead. They were beaten until their skins raw. I couldn't believe what I saw. I am forced to fight and couldn't run away because I am a child soldier. Hello, my name is Prim reporting the news today. Welcome to the American 6 o'clock Studio News. Today's topic of interest is child soldiers. When an American diamond company went to Africa to get some diamonds, they saw two villagers fighting over the diamond mine. It was a horrible sight, said the miners, but they managed to capture a few child soldiers who tried to kill them. Back in America, they brought the child soldiers to a rehabilitation center and gave them proper education. The government of the United States is still trying to find their families to reunite them with them. Thank you very much for watching 6 o'clock Studio News, and now for the next part, an interview with Dr. Robert Klein.
Sure.
So, what's your experience with child soldiers?
I've been around child soldiers probably in 4 different countries. As a child, I lived in Nigeria during the Civil War from 1968 to 73. There were child soldiers there, but I didn't really know them very much because I lived far away from the battlefront, but there were a lot of them actually. Later, I was in Nicaragua from 1975 to 1979. There was a civil war there. And actually, one of my classmates became a child soldier. And some older kids I knew also became child soldiers. They fought with Sandinistas against the army.
Did you ever work with a child soldier?
Actually, before I finish, I went to graduate school with a guy who was a child soldier in his youth. He fought in Somalia as a child soldier. So he probably started fighting at 14. As soon as he was big enough to hold a Kalashnikov and bullets, he was fighting. And he saw a lot of killing. A couple of his friends got killed. Actually, his whole family was being exterminated by the dominant group.
So, do you have any background story about child soldiers?
Well, there's 2 I knew. One, he was part of a guerrilla movement, so he wasn't really a hardcore child soldier. My other friend, the one in Nicaragua, my classmate, was not really. He was a part of a guerrilla movement, so he participated in a few battles, but I don't think he was fighting every day. But my other friend was fighting every day, and he's interesting because he came from a culture that were pastoralists, so little boys were expected to be tough and violent and protect their animals from a very early age. He had to take care of his family's goats and cows, so if lions came and people tried to steal them, whatever happened, he was expected to defend them, so that was true at 10. So I think the psychological transition for him to become a child soldier wasn't so. It wasn't as dramatic as one might expect because he was programmed to be a warrior kid from the big early.
Do you think it's normal for a country like Nigeria and Sierra Leone to use children as soldiers?
Well, I think child soldiers are pretty commonplace anytime you have total war. Total war means one group trying to exterminate another, not two armies fighting, but two ethnic groups or two. So like Bosnia, Serbia, wherever you might have got the child soldiers because you have one group trying to exterminate another group. And if one group is losing, then everybody has to fight. So if you look at Germany in World War II, at the beginning they didn't use children, but as they ran out of adult men, as more and more adult men got killed off, they had to use younger combatants. So in the end, I think there were 14-year-olds defending Berlin in West Germany.
Do you think child soldiers is a common problem in this world?
Yeah, I think it will be a very common problem. I think children are expected because of the failing nature of our economy and the failing nature of many of our societies, children are expected to be adults much younger than before. So you find children going to war earlier, you find children becoming drug dealers earlier, becoming criminals, getting into prostitution, all kinds of things are having a younger and younger age barrier.
How is this in history?
How is this in history? How is it different?
Yeah.
Well, I think you've always had child soldiers. Young people were always expected to fight and do violent things. It's not that uncommon. But I think, maybe it's getting more extreme now because I think anytime you start getting a genocide situation, you start seeing child soldiers.
What do you think will happen in the future about child soldiers?
I think there'll be more. I think younger children will be expected to do all kinds of things. I think children will have less and less of a childhood. As soon as they're physically able to do things that adults will do, even harmful, dangerous, things they'll begin doing, they'll have less and less childhood, especially if social conditions get bad.
What do you think child soldiers do every day?
Well, according to my friend, he basically just shoot at people all day. He said in his experience, they would put him in an outpost and give him a lot of ammunition, they'd give him a gun, maybe 1,000 rounds, and his job was to make sure nobody passed that line. So he would just shoot at anybody who came to that line, he was to hold his position. And his best friend got killed. He said he learned how to drive, and his best friend was driving a truck. His best friend took a bullet, he had to kick him out and drive away, get out.
Is it normal for female child soldiers to get pregnant by a young age?
I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of rape. Any place you have child soldiers, I'm sure you have a lot of rape.
Why do you think people use child soldiers?
Well, one, they're convenient. There's a lot of them act. But two, I think child soldiers offer certain unique advantages. They're highly controllable. They're psychologically dependent on adult figures. They're still children. Although they're doing adult things, psychologically they're still children. So I think it's very easy for a leader to play a kind of parent role and control. So if you take like Sierra Leone and Liberia, everybody was using child soldiers. So the Liberian and Sierra Leone army were using child soldiers, the rebels were using child soldiers, and their technique was basically the same. You give them a gun, you give them a lot of amphetamines, you give them cocaine, and you make them fight. And they were experiencing, from what I read a biography of a child soldier, and he said like 90% of them died within 6 months.
What do you think will happen to children or family members of the child soldiers who rejected by parents?
Well, in Liberia, they were killed. If you rejected anything, you were killed. I think, in fact, a lot of child soldiers were expected to kill their own parents or relatives to show their loyalty.
Thank you for letting me interview you.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed my infomercial and learned more about child soldiers. Now is my song. It's a parody of Jessie J. Price Tag.